everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Diamond Mom here again. If you're new here, you're very much welcome. I film about relationship, motherhood and lifestyle. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys some of my tips on how I was able to recover fast after my C-section delivery. I've had a C-section delivery twice now, and I can bet you that these tips I'm about to share with you guys in this video is proven and it is guaranteed to help you recover fast and easily. So to start with, after your C-section delivery, after you must have been brought out of the theater into your world, you would not be able to start moving for some time until the anesthesia wears off. But immediately the anesthesia wears off and you are able to, I said if you are able to, because for some people they might be hypoactive, but for some people they can actually stand up. Within the first 24 hours, if you can, try as much as possible to get on your feet. With my first C-section, I was hypoactive. I couldn't stand up. So I actually stood up for the first time, like after 48 hours or within the 48 hours. But for this second one, I was very active and I already had it in mind that, okay, I want my recovery process to begin as soon as possible. I don't want what happened in the first one to repeat itself. So what did I do? I made sure I stood up within the first 24 hours. I know standing up might not be easy because you will be feeling uneasy. Yes, you would feel pressure and you feel the heaviness of your skin, trying to pull you down. So but as much as possible, no matter the discomfort that you might feel, try to stand up within the first 24 hours and you'll be grateful you did. Now, why are you advised? Even the nurses, the doctors would advise you to get walking as soon as possible. Is for you to avoid blood clots, to avoid hypoactivity, and also to avoid constipation. In Nigeria, you will not be allowed to do some certain things like to drink water, to eat, and other stuffs if you've not passed gas, if you've not urinated at least an intangible amount of urine and all those stuff. So you need to start walking to aid your body to be able to resume activity on its own. As you're walking, your body is also getting free, your body is also becoming active, because for that duration of your body being under the influence of the anesthesia, your body has fallen asleep. So it needs to be awake and it needs to start activity. So there is no better way for you to start this than by walking within the first 24 hours. No matter how difficult it is, please just ensure to start walking. Maybe you can start with 30 seconds to 1 minute to 2 minutes and so on and so forth. Now for me, I had my C-section around almost 11 a.m. of Saturday, and on Sunday by 6 I was already up. Even before the nurse came to clean me up, I had already stood up by myself and started walking, and I felt that I noticed that when I stood up initially and started walking, I was feeling heavy and the pressure, I couldn't stand up. It was as if I wanted to use my hand to carry my stomach, my tummy. But then after walking for like 5 minutes, I became free. My body started to become free and I was able to walk upright. And I bet you that pain that you will be feeling would gradually reduce. So please, number one tip is to start walking as soon as possible. Another important tip is for you to take lots of water. Take lots of water. See, water, it cannot be overemphasized. Of course, we all know the importance of water, and the importance of water after a surgery, especially a C-section, is very, very strong. The importance is very, very strong. So you have to start taking lots of water. You might not really take other food, but when it comes to water, please, there is no excuse. Take as much water as you can. For a C-section delivery, you're not under any obligation to take hot water, warm water, or So you're free to take any water that passes down your throat, be it cold, be it warm, be it hot, the one you're comfortable with. Just start taking it as soon as possible. It will also help prevent constipation. It will help you to have a free bowel movement, and it will also help remove those toxins in your body that your body do not need. So please and please and please ensure to take lots of water. The more you are urinating, the more your body is returning back to normal. Do not miss out on your medications. After your surgery, when you start eating and taking liquids down your system, you'll be given some medications, usually your routine drugs, antibiotics, vitamin C, and pain relief, and some other drugs depending on what your issue, if you have diabetes or you have hypertension. So those drugs will be added. Please and please ensure to take those medications. Don't just feel like, okay, everything, maybe after like 1 week I'm okay. No, even after 1 week, the important medications there that you shouldn't mess with. Do you see vitamin C, your pain relief, and antibiotics? Those three, even if others finishes, those three, try as much as possible to continue taking it. Vitamin C will help your wound to heal internally very fast. The pain relief, of course, will relieve you of those pains that you might be feeling here and there. And for your antibiotics, it will help to prevent those infection that might come up in the process of your healing. If you really want to heal fast, do you see this tradition of our mothers or our mother-in-law giving us only carbohydrates, pounded yam, pap, that is fermented cornmeal, pounded yam, rice, and enough hot water, pepper soup, all those stuffs? They are good, but don't restrict yourself to only those carbohydrate meals. Now, your body has undergone a major surgery, a major cut, a major tear, so it needs as much nutrients as it can to be able to heal back. In my first operation, my auntie told me that I should avoid milk, that milk melts wounds. I don't know if anybody has heard of that before, that you should not take milk, you shouldn't take tea, or okay, even if you want to take, you should take Lipton, that milk melts the womb, and I avoided it, and I knew how far. But with this one, I was so deliberate. I started taking as much milk as I could. As soon as I was able to start eating, every morning I would fill my cup with enough milk, because whether you like it or not, your body needs that to be able to heal. You need all the balanced diet. You need beans. You need to eat as much food as you can. Because you just went through a C-section does not mean that that is only liquid that you'll be eating. Or eat anything that you can. Eat lots of protein, lots of vegetables, take lots of fruits. It will help you to heal fast, and you'll be surprised that in less than 2 weeks at least you will see a tangible improvement. You will see lots of improvement compared to someone that has been subjected to taking only pepper soup, only carbohydrates, yam, rice, and bread, all those stuff. They will buy loaf of bread for you and force you to finish it. They will give you a bowl of pap and force you to finish it. That is not all. You need to take your balanced diet to be able to properly heal. As you're taking your balanced diet and your water and your medication, also remember that stress is one killer of good health. Stress would slow your recovery process down. That's why we all need help. After our delivery, we need help, whether you like it or not. You can't do it on your own. You need to rest as much as possible. Even if it's at least 2 weeks after your C-section delivery, you need to rest. Let it be that the only activity you would be doing during this period should be breastfeeding, eating, and sleeping. Breastfeeding your baby, you eating and then sleeping. Leave every other work. Delegate the duties to others, your relatives, your partner, and anybody. If you don't have these people around you, you can source for help. You can get help for that 2 weeks at least. For some people, they rested for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. See, your body will thank you later, because you would notice a tangible improvement. You will notice that your recovery will be so fast, will be so easy. There will be no complications. You don't need to go about carrying things or bending down or cooking, washing. For my first child, my first CS, I didn't even start doing anything. I didn't do any tangible thing for the first 3 months of my CS baby, because then it was my first, so I was so careful. I was afraid that I don't know if I bend down now this thing will tear and so on. So I was always resting. For the time where you have people around you, just make use of that opportunity and rest. Sleep as much as possible. When you eat, when you take your medications, when you take water, you need to sleep so that this thing can be able to work in your body. You need to do all these things for your stitch to be able to heal inside, because there are so many, is it 5 or 6 layers of skin that was cut from inside? So the healing on the inside is very, very important. Now for the outside, you also need to heal. At least the outside healing takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks, and it's already closed, like permanently closed. But you need to also take care of it at least twice a day. Clean that area with your spirit, clean the area with spirit, and as much as possible avoid sweating in that area. That's why you need to lie down for the better part of the day, because as you're lying down, your skin, your flesh there is not covering the stitch area. So you need to lie down and also allow fresh air once in a while. Make sure it is dry. If you notice any pus, any yellow or white, any substance coming out that you are not comfortable with, please report to the doctor. Report back to your doctor to be able to know what it is. You need to watch it. Use your mirror. Don't be afraid. If you cannot bring yourself to look at it, ask your partner or the person tending to you to help you notice it. I usually ask them, how is it every time? How is it? Is it healing? Is it dry? Is there anything coming out? So that you'll be able to track it as soon as possible. Continuously clean that place at least twice a day. Clean that place. The spirits will help to kill any outside germs and so on, and also keep it dry. Avoid allowing water to touch that place. Don't let water to touch that place, so that it will be able to dry. A C-section delivery is a major surgery, and it's not something that should be played with. If you mess with the first month or with the first 2 weeks of your C-section, see, you might end up into the theater again. There are so many women that have stories of, okay, after 1 month they had complication, after a week they had complication, after this they started bleeding, or their stitch tore open, or this and that, infection and so on. So you don't need to play with the first few weeks of your C-section delivery. As much as possible, allow your body to heal, rest, take your medication, eat balanced diets. Don't restrict yourself to only carbohydrates. It was before that they used to say after a C-section you have to mind what you eat and so on and so forth. Now you can eat anything because the procedure has changed. There's been a lot of improvement to the procedure. If you see someone that just did a C-section, a 1 week post C-section mom, you would see that she's actually strong, that you will be like, are you sure you just had a C-section delivery? So that's how much the C-section procedure has improved. So don't restrict yourself to those tales of don't eat this, don't do this, don't do that. And also when you get home, also walk. At least for now, walking is the only exercise that you can do apart from your regular breathing in and breathing out. Walking is the exercise that you can do. Ensure that you walk for at least 30 minutes a day. From your room to your sitting room to this and that. Just walk. When you are awake after breastfeeding your child, you can just stand up and walk. You will notice that as you just stood up, your body will be heavy. You won't be able to stand properly. But after walking for like 1 minute to 5 minutes, you will notice that your body suddenly becomes lighter and you'll be able to stretch, and do all those good stuff. So walking helps, and that is the only exercise that you can do for the first few weeks. Please don't joke with your recovery process, and I'm sure that if you follow these tips religiously, you'll be able to have a smooth and easy recovery C-section process. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've learned one or two. please ensure to share this video to your friends, to your partners, to your family, and everybody that needs it. To that pregnant woman or the person that you know that just had a C-section delivery, please help me share this video to them, because you never can tell, it might be useful to one or two persons. Thank you guys for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.